Welcome to Yoga Lattes with SJ. It is beautiful to have you join me for this everyday yoga at home. This is a 10-minute practice and you don't need any equipment for the practice. If you have a mat, you might grab that. Otherwise, maybe just grabbing a blanket and just coming and joining me here in a seated position. Making any little adjustments as you arrive here. You might find a shoulder roll backwards. Any movement here into the head and neck. And then we're going to begin to inhale as you lengthen up. Exhale as you twist to the right side, gazing over the right shoulder. Inhale, lengthening the spine, sitting up even taller. Exhale as the head comes back through first, and then the rest of the body follows. Unravel. Inhale, lengthening up, and exhale, coming to the other side, gazing over the left shoulder. Inhale, lengthening the spine, sitting up tall, and exhale as the head comes back through first and the rest of the body follows. Inhale as you sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands come down through prayer. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, floating the arms over to the right hand comes down, left arm comes up, gazing under that left arm. Inhale, cartwheel the arms over to the other side and gazing under the arm. Inhale, lengthening up, coming up tall. Exhale as you float the arms over, gazing underneath the arm and finding a little bit more openness through the heart center, keeping the tailbone grounded down, keeping length into the spine. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, floating over. Finding a nice stretch through the side waist. Inhale, lengthening up. Exhale, coming back through center, staying here. Chin comes down to the chest, hands come onto the knees. Inhale, finding length into the spine, and exhale, releasing the shoulders down the back. Inhale, sitting up tall. Exhale, right ear comes to right shoulder, finding length through the left side of the neck. Inhale as you float the right hand to come up and placing that right hand onto the side of the head as you find a little bit of weight down onto the head as you find length through that left side of the neck. Inhale, lengthening the arm up. Exhale as you float it down. And let's come to the other side. The left ear drops down to the left shoulder. Inhale as you float the left arm up. Exhale as the left hand gently is placed onto the side of the head. Inhale, coming back through center. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, starting to circle the head all the way around. You might close the eyes for this, or maybe finding a soft gaze as you find a release through the neck. Circling in one direction and taking some really deep breaths in through the nose and out the nose or mouth as you relax the shoulders, relaxing the thighs, relaxing the glutes, and then coming back the other way when you're ready. And just taking those deeper breaths in through the nose and out the nose or mouth. And then coming back through center and staying here. Inhale, bringing the shoulders up. Exhale, releasing the shoulders down the back. And then we're coming all the way to a child's pose. So coming to bring the big toes together, the knees out wide, lengthening the arms forward and allowing the sit bones to start to become heavy as they relax to the back of the heels. Maybe rolling the forehead a few times over the mat as you find those cleansing breaths. In through the nose and out the nose or mouth, relaxing down. And then inhale, softly gazing up towards the hands. Exhale as you walk the hands over to the right side and lowering down. Forehead comes down onto the mat. Letting the pelvis be heavy and finding a nice lengthening out through that left side. Inhale and exhale, relaxing the heart down. Inhale, softly gazing up towards the hands. Exhale as you walk the hands over to the left side and lowering back down. Forehead comes down onto the mat as you sink the pelvis back. Inhale, filling the belly. Exhale as you release and relax down. Inhale, gazing up. Exhale, walking the hands back through center and lowering the forehead back down. and then inhale, coming back up, gazing up softly, exhale, coming to a tabletop position. Knees in line with the hips and hands are in line with the shoulders. Finding length through the back of the neck and a soft engagement of the core. Starting to very gently round the spine, chin to chest, tucking the tailbone, and then coming back to that neutral spine again. So we're rounding the spine, chin to chest, belly button comes back. Exhale as you lengthen out again, finding length out the top of the head and out the tailbone, and then rounding the spine, chin to chest, tucking the tailbone under. Exhale, coming back out, lengthening out, finding a long line from the top of the head all the way out the tailbone, and keeping this going. So rather than a cat-cow, we are simply finding that round spine. So we are rounding the spine, chin to chest, and then we're coming back to our tabletop, to that neutral spine. So this should feel really, really nice for the lower back in particular. And we are finding that neutral pelvis as we come back to the tabletop position. Now you're just starting to press the hips back this time when you come to tabletop. Just bumping the hips left and then right, and then shifting back forward again. So we are continuing with this. It is just a shift back, bump the hips left, bump the hips right, and then shifting forward to your tabletop again. So drawing the belly button to spine to draw you back to that neutral, and then we're pressing back, keeping a neutral pelvis, a nice flat back, bumping the hips right, bumping the hips left, and then shifting forward back to your tabletop. This time rounding the spine, you're sitting back towards the heels, finding length through the shoulders and through the arms. Belly button comes to spine, and then keeping that rounding of the spine as you start to shift forward, and then finally unravel and coming back to that tabletop. So you're dropping back, you're bringing the pelvis back as you round the spine, chin to chest, sitting back towards the heels, keeping that rounding of the spine, then drawing the belly button to spine as you allow everything to come back to that neutral as you draw forward to your tabletop. Rounding the spine, exhale, chin to chest, tucking the tailbone, sitting back towards the heels, keeping that rounding of the spine, coming back as far as what feels good, and then coming back forward to your tabletop position. Awesome. Let's stay here, guys. We're going to start to drop the belly, gaze up, tailbone up, and then exhale, coming back to that flat back, lengthening the whole line of the back, and then dropping the belly, gaze up, tailbone comes up, and then exhale, coming back to that flat back, and then coming back up. So gaze up, tailbone up, exhale as you come back to your neutral. And then you are tucking the tailbone under, chin to chest, and then we are going to combine this. We're going into our full cat-cow. So it's a gaze up, tailbone up, exhale, rounding the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, gaze up, tailbone up, exhale, rounding the spine, chin to chest. You might sit back a little bit towards the heels. You might go completely off track here with this, working into what feels good in your body today. It can look completely random. It's all about working with your spine, with what feels good, just letting it flow freely as you breathe deeply. And then eventually we are going to come all the way back through center when you're ready. And taking a moment here, we're going to find a forward fold. So just coming to standing and just letting the arms relax down, ragdoll the head and neck. And maybe you might take hold of somewhere on the legs, behind the ankles or behind the knees. Or you might just let the arms float heavy and let the shoulders relax down. Taking some really cleansing breaths here, in through the nose and out the nose or mouth. You might even sigh out the mouth a few times just to release any extra tension that's built up in the body, letting the hips come up high towards the sky, and just taking those deeper breaths here. So whatever you're doing today or tonight, whatever time you are practicing this, I hope you enjoy that. I hope you feel amazing now that you've done your yoga. This is a great practice to come back to daily, and a great one to incorporate a yoga practice into your day. It is beautiful to have you join me here, and I'd love to see you again soon, either in this class or one of the others on the channel. So you might want to check that out as well. Maybe here you might want to bring the palms to come underneath the feet. You might just stay just kind of hanging here in this position. We're just going to come to a squat now. So just starting to heel toe the feet out a little bit wider and starting to sit down into your yogi squat. So we're just starting to just find length into the spine, and you've got the toes turned out, the heels turned in, finding length here into the spine as you sit down. And then you're starting to bring the left arm up as you gaze up towards that left arm, and then coming back through center and coming to the other side. Right arm comes up and left arm is down. Finding length here through the heart, coming back through center, finding length into the spine. Exhale as you release, coming back to your forward fold. Heel toe the feet back inward and taking as long as you like here. Taking those deeper breaths, maybe pedaling out the legs. It was amazing to have you join me. See you again soon. Have an amazing rest of your day. Namaste.